G'day guys, back again. Alright, so I've decided that we're going to carpool together. I'll tell you a little bit about myself and how I became to mowing lawns. Alright, let's do it. Alright, so what's my story? Well, I've been mowing since 2011. Prior to that, I'm a tradesman. I'm a panel beater by trade, and I love hard work. I suppose I started my apprenticeship in 2000 in Sydney, Australia. To become a tradesman, you've got to go to TAFE, which is like a university but for tradespeople. So it's a 4-year course, 3 years at TAFE, and then 4 years on the job training, and that's what I did. I did that. So my first year of becoming a panel beater, I was building ambulances. I really enjoyed it. It was more like coach building, but that was the trade, coach building. But we were building ambulances. I actually turned to the supervisor there, and then to become a real tradesman, you've really got to do all sorts of work. So I left the ambulance shop and went to a panel shop so I could learn the real art of fixing cars, repairing damaged cars, big write-off damage, big heavy work. And it was good. I did that for years. It was getting to me, that's all I did. And I think panel beating is a thing where it's good when you're young, because young guys, they seem to they're drawn to cars. They love it, the speed, the adrenaline, the noise. That's what guys like. And I grew out of it. I really did. I was struggling to get up for work, struggling to get to work. And when I was there, I wasn't happy. I was always, once I was there, I was just like, I wonder what else could I do? I remember one time I went to work, and we had some problems in the workshop. There's always problems in the workshop, and the boss was going off, and it gave me so much stress, anxiety. And I remember I went through that day so angry. The next day I went to work. The boss just looked at me. I said, "Good morning." The boss just looked at me. He didn't want to say hi, and then something inside of me clicked. I don't know what happened. So I just started packing my toolbox up. Shut it down. The first thing you do in the morning, you open your toolbox up, you get it ready for the day. But I was doing the opposite. I was closing it. I'm putting everything away, all my other bits and pieces. I was looking for them to put them in my drawers, in my toolbox. And I started pushing the thing outside. I goes, "What are you doing?" I'll never forget. I looked at him straight in the eyes and said, "I'm looking for a better job." You know what? I never looked back since. That's all I knew, and it was really hard to leave. As much as I liked it, it's just I didn't like where I worked. I was over it. So I went home. And at that time, I was just renting. I didn't have much savings. I really didn't have much savings. I had no idea what I was going to do. For once in my life, I wasn't worried. I wasn't insecure. I just knew I had to leave the panel shop. I just had enough. So after that, I just went home. Started looking for another job. What am I going to do? I don't know. And I was excited. I started getting excited, thinking I can do anything. I can do all these things. And then when I started looking for a job, I realised, I wasn't really qualified for anything else but building cars, fixing cars, repairing cars. I go, Jesus, if I'm going to get another job, then I have to do more training. Jesus. So then I looked at the local courier company. People were saying you can make good money driving trucks and these sort of things. And so I thought, okay, I'll get a truck license. I think it was 2 weeks training, big dollars. I think it's a couple of $1,000s. So I started driving a truck, got my license to drive that, did it, and that was really good money. I enjoyed doing that. But at the same time, it was super long hours. I was up at 4, start work at 5, finished, I was at home at 9 o'clock at night. It was a long day. I was there for a few years. And then they changed everything at that job. I was there, I think, 4 years. I went to work one day and I wasn't paid. And they said, oh, there's something wrong with the pay. You'll have to put a pay inquiry in. And then they said, well, when am I going to get paid? I said, oh, well, they said, as soon as you put the pay inquiry in, we'll look at it. And then 2 days later, still wasn't paid. Oh, we haven't looked at the pay inquiry yet. I said, well, I can't live on hopes and dreams. I need money to survive. What the hell's going on? 3 weeks later, I still wasn't paid and I lost it. And I said to them, I said, you know what? I can't take it. I've got to look for another job. You're not paying me. Anyway, so I had an argument with them and I left there. And then on the way home, I saw some guys mowing lawns and I thought, you know what? That looks like a freaking good idea. Started to get on the net, looking around. And I thought, we'll see what happens. I could do something here. And all I had in the bank at that time was $7,000. $7,000. Had no equipment. I had my van. That's all I had. And I thought, well, this is going to be a big camp. Can I do it? Well, $7,000. I said, I need advertising. I need equipment. Most importantly, equipment's the biggest thing. What equipment do I need? I don't know anything about it. Looking around, doing things. I thought, you know what? I'm going to go on Gumtree, which is like an alternative to eBay, I suppose, but it's the Australian version. So I put an ad on there. And within like a couple of hours, I got a job. I go, oh shit, I don't have any work. I don't have any equipment. All right, so I went and quoted it. This job, it was $60. I remember very clearly, $60. Actually, now it probably would have been a $130 job, but at that time I didn't know how to quote. Anyway, I did it for $60. I was there for 3 hours. I did it, but before that I went and bought a Honda self-propelled mower, a whip stripper, and an Adam edger. And I had that. That was a good start. So I had that job. That was the first job I had that week. I was thinking, wow, while I was doing the job, I go, wow, this I really like this. This could be really good. So I bought some flyers. I started delivering flyers. And I remember my first day of delivering flyers, I was just this old lady. I'll never forget. You let me love, thank you. Yeah, this old lady, while I was delivering the flyers, she said, well, what are you doing? What's your service? And I said, look, I've literally just started a lawn business. And she goes, oh, okay, that's good. I'm looking for a lawnmower guy. I go, really? Okay, that's good. Could you quote my lawn? I said, yeah, absolutely, I can quote your lawn. And that was a $45 job. And I got that, and I've still got that job to today. I still do it. And she was my very first regular customer. And I thought, this could work. I've got done a couple of jobs at this point. So I did more flyers, and I started advertising in the paper. In the second week I started mowing lawns, I made $800. You know that? $800 in my first proper week, second week. And that was all the paper, in the local paper and Gumtree. And I thought, Jesus Christ, I haven't even worked 7 hours a day to make this kind of money. To make that kind of money panel beating, I was working 40-hour weeks. If I wanted to make $1,000 panel beating, I had to work Saturday. And I thought, wow, I'm going to hit this as hard as I can now. I can see the light. So, yeah, that's how I started. And this year now, 5 years later, 11, 12, 13, yes, 5 years later, I've got over 100 customers. I've got some really good equipment, ride-on lawnmower. I've bought a lot of stuff, but I tell you what, I've worked really hard to get here. I have worked really hard to get here. So another thing you guys don't know, I was Saved up some money last year, but I needed new equipment. My van was breaking down. I had a I owed some money, a little bit of money, not a great deal. And the money I had, and I wanted to go overseas with my partner. I haven't had a holiday in a few years. And I said, well, all this, I did the sums, and it's, well, and I needed more customers. What am I going to do? Now, this is the toughest part of owning a business. What do I do? It's going to cost me money to get more customers. It's going to cost me money to advertise. It's going to cost me money for more equipment. I needed a ride on because I had some work that I needed a ride on. I was doing 3-4 hour mowing jobs. I could do it an hour, and I wanted to buy a good ride on, and that was $10,000. And it's a trip to America. That's another $10,000. I didn't want to spend all my money, all my savings on all these things and have nothing and scrape. So while I was mowing lawns in the morning, I didn't take on any new customers. I sacrificed a whole year. I started working a night shift. And I started at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and I was finished at 10 o'clock at night. And I did that for a whole year. I finished last October. And that was a regular income night shift job. I was driving a forklift. And that was one of the toughest decisions I made because I didn't want to sacrifice my relationship. I never saw her during the week anymore. I saw her once on the weekend. Every Saturday I saw her. And I look back and think, Jesus, how the hell did that work? But she's a top girl. She stuck by me, and now that I've left, I think our relationship is really good. And I've got savings. I can buy new equipment. I did that because I didn't want to struggle. I didn't want to struggle through life. I didn't want to, have to wake up in the morning and say I've got to make this certain amount of money, and it looks like it's going to rain. What am I going to do? Can't make ends meet. I didn't want to be that guy. So I did last year. I worked a whole year, 5 days a week, night shift. Now my whole routine, I would wake up in the morning at 6 o'clock in the morning. I had my first lawn mowing job at 7. I made 5 or 6 jobs by 2 o'clock. At my night shift job at 3:30, 4 o'clock I think it started, and I was home at 10 at night. Boy, that was tough. That was really tough. I lost a lot of weight. I was down to 80 kilos. If I showed you a photo of what I used to look like, I was sitting on 110 kilos at one stage. But I look back and I think, I had to do it. And business is not easy. Business is a sacrifice, and it's juggling money, and it's juggling life balance. And I believe, if you want to be successful in life with business, you have to create your own luck. I don't think hard work creates luck. Well, it does in a sense. Hard work does create luck. But I think you've also got to be out there, put yourself out there to create your own luck. I really do. Work, you look at these millionaires, when I was a kid, I thought, oh, this guy's rich. He's got it easy, but then I didn't realise, now that I run my own business, I didn't realise, but to get to where he is, he's probably worked many, many hours, a lot of sleepless nights, things like that. I look back at things and think, Jesus. And I even think now, how the hell did I do it? I don't know how I did it, but I look back and think I had to do it because I wanted to stand out. I wanted my business to grow, and it costs money to make your business grow. Advertising, equipment, things in life, and I wanted to go away with my partner for a holiday. That's why I did it. I wanted to spend, as much as I wanted to spend time with her, I also wanted my business to be successful, something to lay a foundation for my future, my life. I didn't want to struggle, so I did what I did. I was making really good money, but at the same time I had no life. I had no life at all. It was tough. But hey, last year in October, I was actually driving to my night shift job, and our work was a little bit slow, but mowing lawns was a little bit slow. So I was going there and I was seeing some lawn guys out and about, and I was thinking, one day it clicked to me and I said, you know what, I don't need this night job anymore. I've done everything I needed to do, got money in the bank, got good equipment. I'm going to quit. I don't need it anymore. I'm going to give my business, pump more money into my business, a lot more advertising, better advertising. Just get out there and start working hard. And you know what? It's paid off. It's paid off. I've got over 100 customers now. Now it's starting to slow, but in the peak I was doing 9 jobs comfortably on my own a day. I was loving life. Now I'm dropped down to about 7 jobs a day, which is still good. I'm still happy. I've got some good clientele, picked up some really big jobs, and the big jobs that I had while I was push mowing without a ride on, I still got them. It was taking me 3 hours to do them last year. It takes me an hour to do them now. You know, and it just gives me more time to do more work, and I'm less buggered at the end of the day. Well guys, that's it. That's my story. It's I haven't really told anybody my story, but I'm telling you guys because you guys are my subscribers. And I've started this YouTube channel just because I just wanted to share, you know, my story and my life. And it's going to be, you know, follow me guys. You can follow me my everyday life. And when I go overseas in America, I'm gonna do some vlogging. I'm gonna show you, what we're up to. We're hanging around California, so I'm gonna show you that, me and my partner. And if she's happy, I'll take a bit of her and doing our holiday thing. And I'm very excited. This is going to be a really good holiday. And yeah, so follow me guys, and it's going to be a mixture of lawn mowing and my holidays, and just, I suppose, general life. Yeah, so that's it. I hope you guys have a good day. So I'm winding up now. It's 1 o'clock, but we'll 1:15. I've got a few jobs left, and then I'm going to go home, and I'm just going to get this video up to you guys. And my parts should be here for the Honda self-propelled, so I'm going to fix that up. But I'm going to still use the Toro. I'm going to keep using that until I suppose that breaks down or something happens with that, and then I'll just swap them. I'll actually give the Honda, it's probably due for an oil change too, so I'll do that. Yeah, so that's it guys. I'll let you know what's happening with the pressure washing. I've got the advertising that's up now, ready to go. I'm not getting any work. But it's an experimental thing. Before I outlay the $6,000 for the equipment. I'm going to experiment with the advertising, make sure I get some work. If I pick up some solid work, then I'll get the machine and then go from there. But that's not going to be an ongoing thing. It might be I'm going to do a mixture of advertising in the winter for that. And if it ties over into summer, then I'll keep it going, but I'm not going to advertise for it in the summer. Yeah, so some big things that are coming up before I let you go. In winter, what am I going to do? I'm going on a holiday in June. Just to recap, holiday in June. I'm doing my website. I'm getting a website made up. Sign writing on the trailer, modifying the trailer to fix the the ride-on lawnmower thing, because when I go up the ride-on, it's the deck's scraping because the ramp's too short. But I'm going to get a new ramp made up. Sign writing. Yeah, and I suppose that's pretty much it. Also, so I ride motorbikes too for fun. I'm gonna get that in for service. Just had the van in for service. I need some tyres for my van. So it's all money, money, money. So life isn't cheap. Running a business isn't cheap. But I'm having fun doing it. I'm having a lot of fun doing it. I'm enjoying it. I'm my own boss, my own thing. And that's it, guys. Have a good day, and I'll chat to you later on. Out.